So here's a couple of things I wanted to show you. You are looking at Kelly. I pulled her from the breeding shed because she developed a great big lump that at first looked like an egg bump, but got even bigger than that, and then just sat there. I watched her for a while. I did what I usually do when we develop lumps and bumps, which is maybe it's an abscess, so I gave her a course of antibiotics. It didn't seem to change a lot, so I said, well, I don't have a lot of other options here, but she doesn't look like she's suffering, so I just put her back out here. And guess what? That's a flat little butt. Her lump is gone. It resolved itself. So she reabsorbed whatever it was back into her body. I'm going to catch her real quick so we can take a closer look and see what it looks like. Here you go. Here you go. That wasn't too challenging. Okay, so yeah, her belly is completely flat. There's no lumpiness going on back here anymore. Her feathers have all grown back in again. She doesn't have any diarrhea, and she's going through a molt and looking good. I'm very pleased. I don't really know whatever went wrong with her. I suspect she had an egg that was in the wrong place to get laid, and her body had to reabsorb it, but reabsorb it she did. I won't breed her again this fall. It's too soon, because although she looks good on the outside, she may still be resolving on the inside. But I'm looking forward to breeding her again next spring because she's a nice bird. I'm glad that she's okay. The other thing is, when I am out here watching, now a part of what you're doing when you're breeding, when you have birds in the flight cage and you're coming up on breeding season, I'm 5 weeks out. First of all, I'm treating them for giving them the annual or semi-annual treatments. They just got, they get air sac mite treatment quarterly because I had an air sac mite infestation, and I'm still working to clear it. Just when I think I'm done, one or two of them start sneezing and sniffling when I treat them for air sac mites, because they did have mites. The mites died, and it's giving them a cold. So I know I'm not done yet. They'll have to have another quarterly treatment in November. But that's okay. I'm just going to keep going until my flock is clear. And at this point, I had exactly 2 individuals that did the sneezy thing. So I'm pleased with that. Whereas when I first started treating, I had to give half of them an antibiotic treatment to keep them from suffocating on dead mites' bodies. Now they get a case of the sniffles the first few days after I give it to them, and it's good. So I'm watching for health. Now what I'm doing, we finished air sac mites last week. So I gave it a week to rest, let their bodies clear that medication, and now they are getting ronidazole. I have a few birds that have a little poopiness on the butt. Now, with the English budgies, because they have so much more feather, they can often get a little poo stuck on the feathers around the vent. That does not mean they're ill, especially when the poo is normally shaped. You can look at what's stuck to Coco's little hind end right here and see a normally shaped poo with dark and light color. There's, what's his name? Scruffy. He has a nice, well-shaped poo with dark and a little dot of white on it. That's exactly what poo is supposed to look like. What I am looking for is a large accumulation of poo. Let me back out again so we don't all get car sick. Or runny poo. So I looked through the whole batch, and I'm basically just going around looking at everybody's vents, because we want to make sure everybody's feeling good and be tracking their health. And the one that I saw, at one point, Sky back here had a lot of poo stuck to her vent, but now she just has one little bit. There is Luscious, who has a lot of feather and often has poo stuck to her vent, but if you look at it, it's pretty normally shaped, normal looking poo. 2 of them right in a row stuck to the same feather. So I'm not worried about her, but I'll keep an eye on her. If it starts to really build up, as it has on Little Miss, you can't see it from here, but when I catch her, I'll show you. Katesh has a lot of poo stuck. It looks like normal poo. It's not diarrhea, and then it's not all runny and stuck to, but it's but there's a lot of it there. So what I do is I'm going to take her inside and wash her little vent under the water, because the poo dissolves in water really quick, and put her back out here, and then I'll watch her to see if the poo accumulates again. And I'm going to get a close look at the shape and form of it. Let's see, she turned around. Do you see how there's a lot back there? She keeps moving. I'll catch her in a minute and show you. And then I'm going to put her back out here and watch. She is not skinny. She shows no other signs of sickness, so I'm going to guess she just hasn't been keeping herself tidy. But I'm going to do a check to make sure. And I check by cleaning her all off so she's starting fresh and seeing if it builds up again. So let me catch her and give you a glimpse.
Okay, get that. He says, I thought, oh, look, I don't feel.
Oh, shoot, I just knocked it out again. Where'd she go? Up there. Oh.
Come you. He says, we're not going to catch me. I know it.
All right. Okay, so as I was saying, she is fat and sassy, but that's a lot of poo. So we're going to go in and clean her up and see if she doesn't stay clean. All right, that's it.